folks. Kelly here to talk to you today about something that has the education world up in an uproar. I am talking about writing college essays with artificial intelligence, something that prompted one headline to read, "The college essay is dead." And though it may not be dead, it is changed forever thanks to this new software. So when we're talking about artificial intelligence, today we're talking about ChatGPT, which is winning the AI wars. Google has their own AI product that they're working on, and it is not going very well. They had a quite disastrous week that helped prove to us that AI is fallible, but it's also absolutely incredible. This is, in my opinion, the most important technological invention, creation, development since the mechanized printing press in the Age of Enlightenment. I think that this is going to change everything. I think that it's going to take the elite language of academics and give it to everyone. I think that this is the most democratizing evolution in mankind that we've seen. So I'm really excited about this. I know that I'm predicting a wild and amazing future, and there are some things for us to be worried about. But this takes the ability to write a perfect academic essay, which is it's an amazing skill. It's something that needs to be crafted over many, many years, and it basically just does it for us. So without further ado, I would like to launch right on into a demonstration and show you all how to write a college essay with ChatGPT. So I have my ChatGPT open on one side and my APA template open on the other. I like to work on a split screen at home so that I can very quickly move information from the internet, which I have here, over to my Word document. So I have chat.openai.com open. I'm actually on the waiting list to get the ChatGPT plugin for Bing search. I never thought I'd be a Bing user, but I might be about to. Microsoft is invested in ChatGPT. As I said, it's winning the wars. Now, what this is it's a product that's designed for dialogue, for conversation. And some of you are familiar with chatbots. They have actually been around for a while. I remember some of the early ones on AOL Instant Messenger back in Internet 1.0. But never has there been something so smart. Never has there been something so useful. And the sky is really the limit for this, except rocket science. I guess it won't do rocket science yet, but I have used this now to write essays, to write presentations, to write resumes, cover letters, letters of recommendation. Computer programmers are using it to write and to check code. People are using it to develop emails, content, and even to brainstorm ideas. They're using it for creative writing and everything in between. Now, there is a war coming with the academics because they think that this is cheating. Folks, I don't think that it's cheating. And I'm going to jump into that war and say that if we have a piece of technology that has the ability to do what this technology can do, then we should take full advantage of it. We should not hide it. And that is not something to do. So let's write an argumentative essay. And let's ask Chat. I find myself being overly polite to our future robot overlord. Say, can you please give me? But let's say, could you help me find some great, let's say, college essay? Essay topics. So one of the great ways that we can use chat is just brainstorm. Let's get some ideas coming here. Should college education be free for all students? Are standardized tests an effective measure of student performance? Should college athletes be paid for their services to the university? Are online courses as effective as traditional in-person courses? All of these are great college essays. I have had many students write every single one of these topics, and we're getting more and more and more. I can stop generating at any time. I can also regenerate the responses, but maybe I want to tweak it a little bit. And remember, now I'm having a conversation with the chatbot. So I might say, how about some more lighthearted, fun topics? please. My robot friend. Okay. So here are some that maybe are a little bit more fun. And if you have a teacher who gives you like a specific topic or a specific range of topics, you can enter those in and have it help you with organization and search. If you have a teacher like me who says write about anything you want, then maybe you can feed it some of the things you like and say, hey, I'm into X, Y, and Z. What are some cool college essay topics that I might write about X, Y, and Z? You have the ability to also regenerate responses so you get different ideas over and over. People are using this for their essay topics. They're also using it for their creative writing topics. Now, let's say that I'm interested in looking at something that many college students like to look at is climate change. And let's see, how about some argumentative essay topics on climate change? Very, very popular climate change, lots of different things that I might get. And while that's generating, I'm going to start looking over at my essay. So for my title, I'm going to put the title of the assignment because my overtaxed teachers don't always keep track of what it is that they're looking at. Argumentative essay. And we're going to do something on climate change. Let's do solutions for climate change. And I'm using APA because that's what most majors are using these days. If you're majoring in business or criminal justice, psychology, APA stands for American Psychological Association, sociology. If you're studying healthcare, if you're going to go into nursing or sonography or anything like that, then you're probably going to be using APA. I also really like APA because you can build these headers in. Something that's going to be really nice about Chatbot, as I'm going to show you, is it helps you get like a really good pattern of organization for your writing. And then you're going to be translating those into the APA template in a way that helps you stay focused and helps your audience stay focused. So let me see. I want to look at solutions. Let me see if any of my topics here look at solutions. They talk about renewable energy. Okay, so I could say, what would an essay look like for number 6 with lots of facts and statistics? I want lots of logos. Oh, and here we are. It is writing my essay. So I have an intro. And I can label my paragraphs. And I'll standardize all my font in a second. I'm not worrying about it right now. And as I'm pulling my paragraphs over, I'm making sure to use headers where necessary. That's these bold centered labels. All right. And there's my essay. Would that take me like 3 minutes? That's it. That's my essay. There are problems with it, and I'm exaggerating slightly, but I'm not really exaggerating. The AI just wrote the essay in just a few minutes. So you might be asking yourself, wait, is it really that easy? Yeah, it's really that easy. Now, some people are going to say that this is plagiarism and that you can't just let the AI write the essay for you. And I'm going to generally agree to some in some amount. Oops. Standardize our font. Now, this is a pretty good essay, as I said, but it is not by any means a great essay. And there's a few reasons for that. I have done an okay job. It's on topic, it's original content as assisted by the AI, but I would say that there are certainly some issues here with it. First off, I really don't like the organization. Benefits, limitations, there's an opposing viewpoint down here, but at no point do we really get in depth. I feel as though a lot more could be said in this essay. And so, one of the things that I might focus on are the benefits. So, uh, what are some of the benefits of solving climate change? And I don't like my wording there, but let's see what the bot comes up with. And remember, folks, and this is great too, because this AI is built to be a dialogue between you and it is having a conversation. So it remembers what you've been talking about. If you're in that thread, and you'll see as you start to add new chats, it keeps the old chats in there. But you can also ask it to use a different voice. You can say, could you explain that to me as though I were a 9-year-old? You could say, could you explain that to me as if you were Aristotle? You can ask it to imitate the dialogue or text of some other voice, which is wonderful. Now, going back to our essay, wow. Okay. So I now have 7 incredible benefits to solving climate change. Whereas before, when I had this tiny little paragraph, I was really just scratching the surface. So if I want to incorporate these now into my essay, well, now I'm going to start to really get in depth. Now I'm starting to get a quality of content. And I also want to do some more citing work, a lot more citing work, folks. You can ask chatbot to include citations. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's really hit and miss, but it is not yet good at doing standardized APA or MLA citations. And so what I would recommend that you do is, once you've used the bot to generate the text, to get the general outline, to kind of get the content that you want onto the page, then I want you to go back through and I want you to ask yourself the big questions. Number one, am I going far enough in depth? Is there more information that I could find? And ask chatbot to help you find it. I had a measly paragraph for benefits, and now I have a ton of great content. And by the way, I can also use APA second level headers and organize my content even further and take real advantage of using APA alongside my chatbot content. And again, a war is coming about whether or not this is plagiarism. I don't think that it is. A human didn't write this. A robot wrote this. So I say use it, dig deep, question everything, and also remember that the AI can be fallible. The Google AI Bard this week just embarrassed themselves terribly. They launched in order to try to compete with chat, and they just absolutely fell on their face because the chatbot returned incorrect information. So folks, you don't necessarily trust all this information. Once you have the facts, then you need to add a citation. So like this, according to the International Energy Agency, renewable energy sources provide over 70% of new power capacity in additions in 2019, indicating a shift toward cleaner energy sources. You need a full citation for that information. It says the International Energy Agency, but you still have to have a references page or works cited if you're an MLA. You still have to have that full reference at the end. Now, you can ask it to cite that for you. You could say, let's see, do you have a full citation for this? Oh, I do not have access to the original. Okay, well, you said it. I could ask it a few different ways and I could get that result, or I could Google it and cite the source that way. So I would really recommend, folks, that we use this to generate our first drafts, to get ideas, to stay organized, to start the beginnings of our essays. But then I also recommend that you come in after and do more proofreading, add the citations, double check the facts, and include that kind of layer of humanity that's going to kind of bring this essay over the top. You know, as I look at this, I'm seeing things that I don't love. Number one, it doesn't start with an attention getter that is connected to at the end. I want a shocking statistic to really grab my attention. I am not seeing the citation work that I would like to see, and this essay needs more focus and organization. I'm trying to talk about way too much stuff here, and I don't have any really specific narrow thesis. My hope and dream for this software, for chat gpt and ai, you know, going into the future, is that it's going to democratize writing and give access to it to everyone, this elite skill that so few people have had access to, now available for the taking for the entire public. I'm so excited about that idea, but we cannot let this do the thinking for us. We should let it do the drafting for us, folks, but not the thinking. The thinking is something that we should be doing. And hopefully, when we don't have to learn the silly, ridiculous rules of academic writing, that frees us up to explore new things in new ways that humanity hadn't considered because they were so busy worrying about where commas go. So do that research, use this tool, and I really hope that this has been beneficial, folks. As I said, you know, the thing that it used to take you days just took me 3 minutes. And so please feel free to share this information with other people. I think that the more people who have access to this and the more people who know about it, the better our world will be. And if you disagree, I want you to write me an argumentative essay about it. Thanks for taking a minute to watch this presentation, folks, and take care.